federal lawsuit accuses a former Chicago Public Schools teacher of grooming and raping multiple students. The suit also alleges CPS failed to protect them. Good afternoon, I'm Dina Bair.
And I'm Patrick Elwood. We welcome you in. WGN Sean Lewis live at LaSalle and Wacker with details on this lawsuit. Sean.
Yeah, this federal lawsuit naming that PE teacher and the Chicago Board of Public Education in this abuse of these 3 boys over the course of 5 years. The lawsuit alleging that former teacher Andrew Castro, who is currently facing 3 criminal counts in Cook County Court because of this alleged abuse, used gifts and money not only to befriend these 3 boys, but also the parents of those children, the oldest of whom was just 10 years old at the time of when this started. 2 of the boys are brothers. The 3rd boy is their cousin. They all lived, we're told, in the same household. Now, Castro was the PE teacher at Federico Garcia Lorca Elementary in Avondale from September 2017 until July of 2021 or thereabout. The complaint alleges in the fall of 2017, Castro, quote, selected those children as a special object of his interest and began to groom them as future victims of his sexual abuse, accusing Castro of directing those children to call him godfather and dad. Over the course of those 5 years, the complaint says that Castro built up trust with the families, including their immigrant parents. The complaint saying that though there were other allegations from other students against Castro, CPS did little to keep the abuse from happening. And while they sent out a general email in May of 2021 about allegations against a staff member at the school, there were no specifics that would alert any parents to Castro himself.
He became aware that this was an underprivileged family, a family who cannot necessarily speak English well, a family that is in need, and he took advantage of that. He took advantage of that by developing a relationship with the children where he would start texting them, buying them gifts, and again, this started in 2018 and continued all the way through 2021, 2022. He would take them out to the bowling alley, he would take them out to movies, he would buy them gifts. He introduced himself to the family of these children and gained their trust by offering to do work, for example, on the family's house. And he billed himself as like a friend of the family.
The families came here really for to find the American dream. Talking with the parents, they're hardworking. They believe in the American dream, but it's been shattered for all of them on what happened to their kids.
Castro himself charged criminally in this case in June of this year. We are told that those children and their families continue to live in Chicago. We have reached out to the Chicago Public Schools for comment. We have yet to hear back on this particular case. That is the latest here live downtown today. Sean Lewis, WGN News.
All right, thank you, Sean.